Oh, what is good, fellow collectors? I am Chief Sir. Welcome to Lost. I have a bunch of items in front of me, to my left and right. But the most important one I want to talk about is this from Hero Toys. I got this from 5ktoys.com. I keep forgetting the website. I know what it is because it's automatically saved on my search engine. But yeah, 5ktoys.com. Pick this Hero Toys. The full title is Orc Commander Elite Warrior action figure. Anyways, I picked them up. I thought it was cool. I showed this earlier. Did I show it earlier? I did. I created a video. The video messed up. It did mess up. I messed it up. I think it's a two-part video that I haven't posted yet because I think one's 6 minutes and another one is like 10, 15 minutes or something. I don't know. I jacked it up. But I wanted to go ahead and do this one real quick. Because actually I wanted to open the toy. Again, thank you for joining me. I am Chief Sir. Welcome to Lost, and let's open some toys. So another third-party action figure that I really wanted once I seen it. I think it's going to go well with my current collection and what I'm trying to do with the display. Man, these always have like a very unique scent to them. Okay, this is the first that I've seen these pieces, but I'll figure out what they go to. So there's the flag, which is the standard, I guess, that the Orc Nation carries, or this particular Orc Nation will carry. It comes with a set of regular feet. All right. It comes with a set, or 2 extra sets of hands. So you have fist, you have semi-grip, sort of like a choke. They all come with, all 3 sets come with the, I guess the knuckle brace, whatever you would like to refer to it as. So if you're going for like that, yeah, that's very fun. If you're going for that like bear look, you're not gonna necessarily get it completely. It comes with this wicked freaking axe, double axe, because he has a half shield. Right? Normally we do the figure first, then the accessories, but I had it. So we're gonna do what we do. That's all. So as I was saying, right? So say you wanted to bear him down, strip him down. The hands are always going to have this portion on it. But if you have extras, like I do, then you'll be able to use just the bare hands that came with those and pop them on. They're all sort of from the same manufacturer, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have this axe right here. So, I mean, really cool weapons, huge. And then you'll see as soon as I pull them out, right? So, again, 2 extra sets of hands, a pair of bare feet with no armor. Here he is with his helmet and his full layout. And he comes with those 2 extra black pieces. I'm not quite sure what they are. Straight out the box, he stands. Actually, they're all standing pretty well. No! Return them. No, just kidding. Okay, I'm not returning this thing. This thing is awesome. Are you kidding me? Moves fairly well. I've had him in the house now for a little while. So you guys all can attest, it is extremely hot outside. So yeah, in my home right now it's like 72. So he's been very very comfortable, chilling and waiting. So let's get into it, right? Here he is, looking really good. These do move. These move, obviously. That's not what I was trying to say. These move. So, as you can see, the helmet comes off. No extra head, which is, I guess, right? Again, the hands with the grip, right? Cool cloth piece right here underneath the fur. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, that's not how we're gonna. That's not how I want to display him. So let's start fidgeting with this thing, and as we do, we'll test out the full movement and everything of this guy. So yeah, let's go. First and foremost, let's do the feet. That popped off easy. That came off easy. I should have all this ready. So again, Hero Toys Orc Commander Elite Warrior. And this peg right here, man. Oh, see? So here's the thing. Here's the peg. It's got there's a vertical, but the problem is there's also a 360. So there's a lot of movement in that. So you're gonna have to hold it and then squeeze the foot in there. And good luck. Because it's like a double peg. It's like a double notch on there, but you know, it is what it is. We're only gonna do one, just so like that you guys can see it. He does have full motion. Pinless, obviously. They make all of them pinless these days. Get under. So the color tone on them is pretty good too, right? Because you would think it's gonna be darker or whatever. Flares out pretty well. Kicks pretty good. And I'm sure once I get this off, then everything else, then we'll be able to show that a little better. Let's see. He will be Orc One Shoe. Oh, that's funny. All right, so I'm cracking myself here. All right, leave me alone. Let me be. And let's do this. Positive the arms pop off too, but let's not go there yet. So as you can tell, this comes off. The hand is pretty easy to pop off. And as I said, it's that same. It's got the vertical with the 360. So you get massive amount of posing ability. And let me get this back on. There you go. The most satisfying is hearing that pop, right? That and hearing this. That's so satisfying to me. So this is what you got right here. He will look a little weird, or maybe not, you know, having him. He's about to right, he's full. That might look a little weird at first, but because that armor is supposed to cover his shoulder. And then it goes back. Let's see. But here's the, woo, here we go. That was easy enough, right? Boom. And then that comes off. Then you have this portion that comes off as well. This is really nice and tight. Like, this is good. It's not, it's a little elastic, just very, very, enough to go over his body. That particular torso, it looks like. It could stretch out a little more, but I'd be very, very safe. But this is pretty cool. I love the way they did that. Right? And then you have this piece. So that's good. Hey, put me back together, man. Easy, buddy, easy. So I am not, these don't look like, they don't feel like they could pop off. So I would be very careful with trying to yank on them so much. But I would imagine that this comes off by, just by removing the arms. And these are awesome like that. So that's why I really enjoy this line. Because you can pretty much remove almost everything with no issues. And I would say that you would have to warm this up a little. Because here, look. Looks like on the side, on it where it connects. But yeah, it only looks on one side. And it looks like there is a peg in there, so I mean, hell, the worst we can do is break it. Break it! I don't want to break it. But let's see if it gives it enough leeway where we could pop the torso out, or not the torso, but the chest piece out. At least get some of it out. Because it is meant for it to come off. So putting it on is one thing. Damn. I hope we didn't break it. And we probably did. Well, I mean, so look. It looked like it was glued, but I don't think it was supposed to be glued. But anyways, right? It's off. You probably put like two magnets right there, two small magnets if you wanted to. Right? Tape them on and then. But anyways, it's off. And that's all that matters to me. I'll adjust it. I'll figure something out. But all in all, we accomplished what we need to accomplish. Did I break it? I hope not. It's mine. So we put these back in. Looks like a semi-wedding ring, right? on the last one that I did, there was like a L and an R to dictate which one was which. I don't know, you tell me. There's a little marking, but I think that's just indicating that that's the outer part of it. But anyways, that works. So we're gonna pop that back in there with no issue. There we go. All right, so here he is. Bare bone, bare bone. The head pops on. So not a lot of movement here, right? You got up, you got down. You're gonna probably be limited by, does do the 360. You're gonna be limited by the beard and also by the armor once it's all on. So here's what his body looks like. And then let's compare him to something like a Mythic Legions. So as you could tell, right? But he hit that, I mean, the great part is he's got the double. Right? And he's got the up. So let's see. Let's put his arms down. Here's where things get a little rough, but I think it'll work. So, because you got the extra rotation in here, you got the bi-swivel. We already showed the wrist and everything else. He's got crazy movement. This is one of the better ones, actually. Right? Because he has that, because it's a double ball now. Right? The ball up here, the ball right here. He gets so much more. And then, okay, so here's where it does get a little interesting. So you get that much kick, but that's because of the muscle, right? So if you look, that's because of the muscle, and then there's the joint and everything. There's no drop down or anything on that nature. But I guess they're not expecting you to, I mean, it does have the double knees, or yeah, the double joints right there. So all in all, this guy is really awesome, you know? I mean, I love it. I for me right now, 9 out of 10. Everything. Like, I'm close to 10 out of 10, 5 out of 5, however you want to do it. Like, he's like right there, man. Now, being loose completely like that looks a little weird. I guess just because the way the shoulders and everything sit, and such, I don't know. Like, they got everything in this one, right? So yeah, he's not gonna sit flush because obviously he would be flush like that because of the boot. But all in all, like, really, really good. Okay, so let's go ahead and take all this stuff. This is just accessories. They look really cool. They look really dope. Here is the samurai version of that. And now the girth on this one is way more than this one, correct? Which is probably accurate because he's a commander elite warrior. He's not the king or protector of that nature, right? So do you see the difference? I'm hoping that you guys can see it. There's no point, right? So I have the samurai version, which is Asura's protector. Great. And you can see the difference right there between him and Asura. So girth-wise, height-wise, right? But height-wise, these guys are both the same-ish. I guess once he had his boot on, he would be like, yeah. So he's tall enough, that's for sure. All right, so let's remove these two out of the way. Come on. Sorry, my dog needed to go out. And I'm not editing any of that. So. All right, so here's a Mythic Legions, right? Articulation is what it is on this one compared, like you seen what this one does. Not even close, okay? Not even close. Don't get mad. Don't be all upset. It is what it is, okay? And then you have this guy with all of the accessories on. He has the same body type as that previous samurai version. And then you have another orc who has the same type of body, a lighter green tone to him, right? These came from another one, don't worry. They just squeeze in there. This is a modification I did. It's a kit bash. It's nothing more. Technically, this is how he's supposed to look. Just like this, right? So size-wise, they line up. Girth-wise, don't worry, it's not broken. It's that way. He is way muscular, right? So I just wanted you to see what it would look like with all the other orcs that are available on 5K Toys. And then here, this one is no longer available, but this is one of the soldiers, just basic soldier for that line. He has a little bit of a vest on, so I'll pull it down a little, just so you could get a better vision of what he looks like. Right, again, a lighter shade of green, more towards the one that I just seen or shown. And then there's the darker side of green, I guess, depending on the shading or how you want to say it. Maybe a little mustard in this, like a yellowish maybe inside of this, but again, just some comparisons that you guys see. And then here's the awesomeness of this line, in my opinion, right? Double grip, looking at you, right, coming, right? They could go as high as this. They could bring that axe all the way back, which is why you want to have double joints in the elbows, right, with the bicep swivel. It's all about the articulation and the posing. Right? That it does help. It does allow the figure to do a little more. So let's go back and do. Let's go back and do this. Let's put this back on. Because like trying to measure him now, there's like a little bit of weirdness. So I wanted him to have the same feet, but I also wanted you guys to see, that it comes with. Okay, so there we go. We got his feet back on. We got his armor back on his legs. We are adjusting him to look proportionately atomically somewhat, right? Straight legs as much as possible. We got him against a Kula skeleton, right? We have him next to or in front of Hades, or yeah, Hades in his flesh tone color. All right. And for you DC guys, here he is against the Frost King, I believe this guy's name is. Frost King. I just know he's going to go up against Thor. And just in case, everybody's like, oh, well, there's Vala, or Action Force, there's G.I. Joe, because Snake Eyes ain't scared of nobody. And here's a Marvel Legends. Right? So, while I'm finishing up, I'm going to go ahead and put him back together, put all the stuff back on him, show him his entire glory, because I think that's only right. I think that's what he deserves. So, pop that off. Again, in my opinion, this is an amazing, amazing figure. And if you're not into cloth goods and you're like, oh, I don't want to dress my dollies or whatever, okay, well then don't take them off. I guess that's all I could say. But at the same time, don't cause that to have you miss out on an amazing figure, right? Because this didn't have to come off. You could have just left it. I took it off just to show you of the possibilities. So for almost all the orcs that I have shown you up to this point, they are all still available, minus the orc soldier. He is no longer available. They have him in orangish, brownish, orange brown. They say brown, it looks like more like an orangish. They have it available in that. So if you are looking for these, 5K Toys is where you will go. Good luck, happy hunting. In the meantime, I am almost complete, so let me go ahead and just pop that off. Leave that on. And because I was able to pop it off, whatever you want to say, okay? It's mine. I'm not selling it. I don't ever plan to sell it. That's a good question. What do you guys plan to do with your collection? Me, we'll give it to my kids. They don't like it, screw them. It's in the will. All that dick left me was toys. Go to work, you little shit. Go back to work. Make your own money. There we go. Oh, the crazy is coming together. So there was like two little black pieces that were part of his thing, and I'll show you in the tray, because it was actually in like the main tray, if I'm not mistaken. So let me pull those things out. But what it was for is there's a hole in the back, and once you line it up, I'll show you what it's actually for. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. Moves really freely, man. No issues. Obviously, you guys are watching, so you guys see that there's really nothing that's causing any real issues, right? Like, ooh, here's the hard part. Okay, so it looks as if I want to say it's big enough-ish to sit on that body, on that armor. So whoever thought about that, kudos to you, good job. Sort of. So, see, there's gonna be that gap. So, can it pop on? Maybe. Should it pop on? No. So don't force it. All right, don't force that. Then we'll give him this axe. And fortunately, these move very well, right? I'm sorry that I'm sitting so far across. Normally my table's not that big, but you know, you gotta do what we gotta do. So you hear that? That noise in the background? Yeah. That's the significant other calling me because she's on lunch and she wants to talk all of a sudden. It'll probably ring one more time, gentlemen. Right? You know how it is. Don't act like you don't. And if you don't know, that's what you're expect. That's gonna come. So yeah. Good luck. Yeah. Is it worth it? Sure. You find the right one, anything's worth it. And that's just significant other, no matter what. Right? No matter what your choice is. So yeah, don't think like, oh, you know, that ain't gonna happen to me. Yeah, okay. And so what that little hole in the back is for him to hold. See, so the main portion is right there. And that's where these two little pegs come into play. So, let's do this. So it's just like your typical Joe and everything else, right? You find it, you find where it goes, and then you just put it in there. And I think I got it. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's in there. Just be careful, man. Like these are really, really tight and they're really, really cool, but man, because you don't want to break it, right? You're like, dude, I just paid how much for it? But this is a little accessory, and you're like, man, it ain't gonna matter. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it does. It does. Right? It does matter. It matters to you because you're like I just said, you paid for it. You're like, crap, dude. But you also got to remember, you can't be like brute strength thinking, oh, every job needs hammer, smash. No, that's not how it works. That's what he would look like in his full glory. And this video's gone a little long, but I think it's worth it. I mean, I believe when you get a figure like this, it is pretty essential that you go through all of it, right? All of it. Because, I mean, look at these things. These things are amazing, you know? They're amazing. And they deserve to have that conversation because there's just so much that you could do with it, right? Just so much. Like, there you go. There it is. Like there it is, right? Like boom. Who are all these guys? Yeah. These are all part of the the orc army in their glory. King, warrior, commander, soldier, right? Rebel, however you want to address it, right? War chief. You have the king, you have the war chief, you have the commander. Cool, right? Each one holds a different role. But there you go, like that's an awesome orc army that you're building, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys um, like it. I do. I really do. I do. Like there's nothing. There is nothing that I do not enjoy about these figures. Right? They just look awesome. They feel awesome. They move with great articulation. Limited by what they wear, but you could remove it, and then there's no limit, which is awesome. You don't like it? There you go. You want it a little closer? You got a little closer, right? And then you could bring in, that third party line, right? Or that the other filler that you may want to put, stuff cheaper or something. You can do that. I mean, you have this orc. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. So I'm super happy with my collection. It's getting bigger and bigger. I think I have one more on order that should be coming. I don't envision like buying another one of this one, or this one, just to make fodder. You know what I mean? Like extra soldiers. No, that's why there's this one, right? This one, because you'll save yourself like $20 per figure, and in the end, that means something. So, or you could go the simpler route, right, where you have mass articulation with these guys, and then you have your limited movement, but you still have the baseline of what you're trying to accomplish, right? But again, this leg right here is pure leg. It like the armor doesn't come off; it's just the whole leg. I would wish that they would create just the arms and just the legs of this with double elbows, double knee, what I mean? Just the double articulation in that, I think would be amazing. You don't have to change the entire line, just new arms and new legs, and with the ability, so these, if I'm not mistaken, these are removable. Yeah, so these are removable, right? Right, so look, like again, like very limited motion, right? Where you have something like this that has the double pins, and like you could just go like all kind of crazy with it, like side to side. I mean, that, like, when you're posing, it matters, right? Even if you're creating a world of a battle, each individual one is going to be doing his own battle movement. So, yes. So, yes, articulation does matter. Because you can't have them all posing the same way. It's just, for someone like me who is building an army who's going to have a display of a war between different factions and different creatures and stuff of that nature. But I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you are able to pick this up if this is something you want. 5K Toys. You'll be able to find most of these. Mythic Legions, you'll be able to find a ton as well. So don't Don't be afraid to mix the two lines. This one right here in particular is the Hero Toys Orc Commander Elite Warrior action figure, currently in U.S. stock. Thanks for joining me. Go get lost in your imagination. Step away from the daily headaches and responsibilities. Go get lost and open some toys. Enjoy yourself. Be a kid again. I'm Chief Sir. Thanks.